What Samsung gets right that Apple still can't figure out. You ever wonder why people who switch from iPhone to Samsung don't always go back? I've been an Apple user most of my life, loyal to the ecosystem, the simplicity, the design. But after spending serious time with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, I started asking myself a question I never thought I would. What is Samsung getting right that Apple just can't seem to figure out? In this video, I'm breaking down 4 game-changing things Samsung is nailing, not just doing differently, but doing better. And once you see them, you might start questioning your next upgrade too. Arguments about Apple versus Samsung always make people very angry or upset. Apple has built a very strong environment, but Samsung has been meeting real-world user needs in ways that Apple still hasn't done, even in 2025. Since I've been using the Galaxy S25 Ultra every day for almost 2 months, I've learned how many things Samsung does better than others. I still like Apple and its goods, but Samsung has taken the lead in some important ways. This is where we'll look at 4 of those areas. Galaxy AI, a useful app that Apple hasn't yet presented. Galaxy AI is one of the best things about the Galaxy S25 Ultra, especially when it comes to editing photos. This AI-powered tool lets users make changes that look like they were made in Photoshop, right in the Gallery app. Galaxy AI can get rid of a background, a power line, or something else that is getting in the way quickly and with results that look amazingly real. What's even stranger? All of it is local. There are no extra apps or paid plans. Apple has been talking a lot about its Apple Intelligence project for a while now. But as of 2025, it's still mostly just a pipe dream. Even though the iPhone 16 Pro was advertised as the start of a change in AI, most users still can't get to the tools that were promised. On the other hand, Samsung is already seeing real, tangible gains from AI. Because of this difference in how it works, Galaxy AI isn't just a novelty. It's a useful daily tool that Apple still hasn't worked out. Display technology, making it easy to see where it matters. Everyone knows that Samsung makes the OLED screens that are used in many Apple products, but the way Samsung did it in the S25 Ultra goes even further. With a new anti-reflective covering and ultra-high brightness, this phone's screen is one of the best displays you can get in 2025. The S25 Ultra has a screen that makes even the iPhone 15 Pro look old, whether it's inside or out in the sun. Outside, sight is great. You don't have to cover the screen to look at videos, read web pages, or frame photos in direct sunlight. Apple had planned to include a similar feature in the iPhone 17 Pro, but problems with making the anti-reflective layer bigger have meant that it won't be available until later models. For now, Samsung is setting the bar for how easy it is to use a screen. The camera can be controlled fully manually for advanced users. The camera on an Apple product is the best in the world, but the app that comes with it is made to be easy to use. That works for most people, but those who want more power can't get it. On the other hand, the S25 Ultra has a lot of manual settings for both photos and videos. Samsung's Pro modes can be added right to the main page of the camera app, like on a DSLR. ISO, white balance, shutter speed, and frame rate are all right there. This changes everything for people who make content or love photos. Customization, making your phone really yours. One of the best things about Android for a long time has been how customizable it is. With One UI 7, Samsung has made that experience even better. Users have a lot of power over their phones. They can change the layout of the home screen, the size of the grid, the icon packs, and the sizes of the apps. These add-ons change more than just how your phone looks. They also change how it feels. It turns into your phone, perfectly suited to your tastes and style. If you compare, iPhones still feel a little limiting. In iOS 18, Apple finally added some customization options, such as the ability to move buttons and change the colors of some apps to try to close this gap. However, iOS 18 came out with a lot of bugs and problems that made it feel like it wasn't fully finished. Many people thought the changes were too little, too late, and even loyal Apple users found the experience annoying. One UI 7, on the other hand, feels finished and solid right out of the box. It's smooth, looks good, and hits a good balance between letting you make a lot of changes and staying easy to use. Some Android fans may still like the stock interface because it is simpler, Personally, I like things to stay the same, but being able to change some things about my phone makes a big difference. Getting a computer to feel like your own is fun. In 2025, Samsung is still letting people do that, but Apple is still not letting them. More than just ideas, how they work in the real world. It's not my goal to start a brand war. It's about giving love to those who deserve it. Samsung is winning, not with paper numbers or catchy marketing phrases, but with features that work in the real world and make a difference right now. Their AI tools work and can be used right now. In real life, their screens are the most useful. Their cameras have settings that professionals would use, so you don't need to use third-party apps. And their software gives you a sense of control and uniqueness that the iPhone still doesn't have. On the other hand, Apple has become more repetitive. Their new ideas come out less often and feel more like they're trying to catch up than leading the way. Many Apple fans are disappointed with the slow rollout of Apple Intelligence, problems with iOS 18, and hardware restrictions that keep key features from being available to everyone. When those Apple Intelligence tools were still out of reach, even the marketing for the iPhone 16 Pro felt empty. It felt more like a makeshift year, a way to get ready for a future that hasn't come yet. Apple has been thought of as a leader in creativity for a long time, but based on what's happening in 2025, that title is becoming more and more Samsung's. They make more than just great phones. As they build experiences, they pay attention to both power users and regular people. Of course, not everything is great. Apple still does great things in the software ecosystem, app quality, long-term updates, and general polish. But Samsung is currently at the top of the pack when it comes to making mobile technology better. Some people, like me, who have been stuck on Apple for years, might not know what they're missing. Because of the Galaxy S25 Ultra, I can see how much better smartphones can still get. What the judge says. In 2025, picking a smartphone isn't so much about taking a side as it is about finding one that meets your wants. Samsung is worth a close look if you like cutting-edge features that you can use right now. Things like AI that improves your shots without you having to do anything, displays that work perfectly in direct sunlight, built-in pro-level camera controls, and software that you can really customize aren't small. These apps change the way you use your phone every day. Apple is still a great company that makes great goods, but they seem to be going through a change right now. That might change with iOS 26 and the new iPhones, but Samsung is now the standard. So before you buy a new phone this year, ask yourself, do you want the promise of new features in the future? Do you want new ideas that you can use right away? That question has been answered by Samsung. Apple is still taking a look at it. That's what Samsung does right that Apple still can't do. If you're into honest tech comparisons and want to see more deep dives like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next.